Asmongold Gets Political by AAmon Animations.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you all about what my reason was for getting suspended on Twitch and also what my plans are going forward. I think this has been something that's a long time coming. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most psychopathic version of myself. I think that I've been devolving into this. I don't like making apologies because I think words don't matter. But I do think changed actions and changed behaviors do. And so you can take my apology as hopefully better content. And if you're not seeing that, I want you to hold me accountable. Hopefully this...
Have they held him accountable? Because I feel like it took him 3.5 seconds to revert back and go even harder.
This time I won't be stupid enough to ignore it. Mouth is pretty dry. Anyway, I'm just going to focus on myself for a while, try to improve my own life. You guys deserve a much better version of me than what you've been getting, and I hope that I can live up to that in the future.
Script by Asmongold.
Man, it's been a crazy 2 weeks, I'll tell you that. Trump is, he's coming out with some plans. This is the time where you can say elections have consequences. We are in for 4 years of some of the best content that I think we've seen in a long time. So, like, they're doing this thing with, like, these deportations where they bring in, like, celebrities to deport people, and it made me wonder, what is the probability that Tom Homan would let me go with him dressed up as Ash Ketchum with watching them do deportations? Yeah, exactly. That'd be really good content.
This is crazy that he said all of these things. Like, it's kind of wild that he actually said these things.
It would be. Your statement about not voting to disadvantage yourself is really blowing up on X with strong support. Well, of course it is. Of course, it's just a logical perspective to have. Now, there's a bunch of emotionally unstable retards on the internet that like to distort reality. But no, of course, I'm not going to vote for somebody who's going to say that someone else is going to have a privilege that I can't have. Why the fuck would I ever do that? That's the most retarded thing you can imagine. So, no, of course, that's, like, I mean, why don't I just vote to have somebody shoot me? Holocaust is a lie? I am, guys, I'm not one of these Holocaust deniers. I think the Holocaust probably happened. I think probably 99% certainty it happened.
The Nazis burned books on gender sciences.
They did do that. It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German. Look at this. People wonder are tax dollars used to promote wokeness in video games? Answer is yes. USAID paid Politico millions of dollars a year to write pieces like this one, which promotes diversity and describes Gamergate as disinformation and harassment campaign. So this is the thing, guys. I want these people to suffer because that's what they did to me. Get rid of them. Make an example of them. Say, listen, this is what happens.
It's wild that he, oh, goddamn, I can't. That was really funny when he said, like, USAID did Gamergate, or USAID made, like, titties smaller in video games or whatever. And I just want to know, like, bro, they didn't make you suffer. Not only did USAID not play a single role in DEI in video games or whatever, okay, but you are making yourself suffer. Whether it be not implementing basic hygiene, taking care of yourself, fixing your diet, working out, touching grass, going outside and seeing the fucking sun every now and then, or talking to a real human being that isn't fucking blaring something at you over a screen. He's not even suffering. He's literally one of the richest content creators on the internet. Yes, he is. He is one of the richest content creators on the internet. But if you think he's not fucking suffering, you're actually wrong. What are you talking about? He's had health issues. He obviously has a lot of deep-seated insecurities in terms of like what his output is. Like right now he's riding high, and I understand that better than anybody else as a content creator myself. He's riding high currently with the massive amount of attention that he's getting. But if that viewership dried up, he would not be as excited to turn on the broadcast every fucking day. There's a reason why he doesn't stream on his main channel to begin with and went on his alt. So in some ways, yes, he's succeeding tremendously, but there is a time limit on that. And I know this better than anyone else because I'm in a similar boat. Like as a content creator myself, the major difference between him and myself is that like I do care about the things I talk about, whereas he transparently will say he's just doing it because people think it's popular and people like it. But aside from moral convictions, aside from the moral convictions that I have, there's a lot of shit that, you know, grounds me as a human being. Normies that I interact with on a daily basis, a fitness regimen that I have, a diet that I keep up, goals that I set for myself that I accomplish beyond content creation. If I didn't do any of that stuff, I would lose my fucking mind. If everything that I did was poured into Twitch streaming and nothing else, then I would probably have killed myself a long time ago, okay?
Gamers rise up. What goes around? Yep, what goes around comes around. And we're coming. Mute the stream for about a minute if you don't want to hear something really bad. So I walked down to the store the other day, and I could tell that the back of my pants, my dick and balls, was getting a little bit too cold. Now that doesn't happen a lot. And I look and I realize part of the back of my sweatpants had been eaten away because we had a rat infestation in our house. And one of the rats had gotten trapped in my room, and it had eaten, I guess, sweat and dried cum off of the back of my sweatpants, and the entire back of it was gone.
Bro, that is the least disgusting Asmongold story. The dead rat as an alarm clock is another famous one. These are all things that he volunteers, by the way. It's not like this is speculation. He talked once about the dead rat alarm clock, which is in his room, where the sun shines on the dead rat and it starts smelling really bad, so he knows that it's time to wake up. Or the teeth wall, like the blood wall that he has, because his gums were bleeding a lot, and he would just like spit it out.
Incel attitude? Well, I guess I'm an incel. And I think everybody else should be too. And if there's enough of us, we can change the rules. And I think that's what we should do. Do I want my tax money going towards litigating people that like lollies? No. I think that if you're in this country and you commit any crime that's worse than jaywalking and you're not a citizen, I want you deported. Yep. Get the fuck out. People used to bring their families to watch lynchings. People are more than willing to do something that's horrible if they think that they're doing it for the right reason.
Is anyone in his orbit trying to get him help? No. I mean, yes, but it don't matter. Did you see this video about you and Asmon?
Hasan.
Yeah, I did.
He did it again. Did you see what Trump said? Did you guys see that video on Trump and Elon today?
I know. I watched this the other day. You know we don't live in a meritocracy because in a meritocratic society would reject a person like Asmon? No. I think Asmon is all but a mere reflection of where society is, okay? That's it. How many people do you think watch him out of morbid curiosity? No, it's not. It's something far more sinister and far sadder.
Donald Trump will...
I need you to understand this. People are not watching Asmongold out of morbid curiosity. I'm sure there are some. They come in here all the fucking time and inform me on the latest thing that he's doing, right? I'd be like, "This, did you see what Asmongold said?" It's like, why are you watching? I don't, I try to stay away from that. No, I think a big chunk of people, aside from the people that watch him out of morbid curiosity, which is a tiny percentage, a big chunk of people watch him because they find comfort. They see themselves reflected on the screen. They see someone with the same attitudes, with the same opinions, maybe the same outlook on the world, or maybe even the same way that they look. A lot of neats. Asmongold, regardless of being a multimillionaire, is like looking at a mirror of a dude who's still trapped in their fucking mother's basement, And that's part of the reason why they also have the same values, the same worldview.